Hey everybody, welcome back to the Daily Brain Freeze. Today's micro lesson is all about sleep and the super simplest sleep tip possible to improve how we recharge at night. If there's one message that's really come out of the science community in the past couple of years, has been the revelation on how our body puts itself back together during the sleep cycle. We literally reboot. We process the memories from the day before, we learn the lessons from the day before, and our body gets ready, literally, physically, to head into the next day full of energy. So how do we improve sleep? What's the quickest, simplest thing we can do? Well, the simplest thing that we can do is not to block sleep. And what I'm talking about is using caffeine in the 10-hour window before we try to go to bed. Now, I love caffeine. I'm a super coffee lover. But one thing that I learned that's changed my sleep patterns, and it's really changed my energy levels and levels of focus throughout the day, is how caffeine actually works on the brain. So when we wake up, adenosine is sort of our sleep chemical, and it begins to build up in our brain to put us back to sleep later. The way that caffeine works is I have my cup of coffee, and what it does, the caffeine just blocks the adenosine from landing on the receptor site. It just kind of knocks it out of the box. And we feel super awake and alert. We've had caffeine. When the caffeine wears off, the adenosine not only lands, but that adenosine buildup rushes in, and we get this sort of crash effect, right? So within that 10-hour window, if we are consuming caffeine, we are blocking sleep. And I've been there where I've had coffee late in the day and I've been up staring at the ceiling at 10 p.m., 11 p.m. Caffeine affects everyone a little bit differently, but as a general guideline, super simple thing you can do is if you're drinking energy drinks, if you're drinking coffee, if you're consuming caffeine, work to limit it to that 8 to 12 hours prior, like count backwards from I go to bed at 10, count backwards, limit your last cup and see if you don't sleep more soundly. I used to have my last cup of coffee at about noon or 1. I pushed that to about 10 a.m. It's made a major difference in how I feel and perform the next day. I think the coolest lessons that we learn are the ones that we learn about ourselves through experience and then share with one another. So the whole goal of this video series is to learn a lesson and pass it on.